Imagine a world where the past and future collide in an epic dance. A place where ancient ice cores whisper secrets of eras gone by, and every unexpected ray of sunshine or bizarre rainstorm is nature's way of improvising. Welcome to our exploration of climate change causes and consequences, where science meets art, tradition mingles with innovation, and even the quirks of nature can spark laughter. Did you know that our planet's climate has been oscillating for millions of years, setting the stage for bursts of creativity in nature? It's like Mother Earth's own wild improv show, and trust me, the punchlines are as surprising as they are enlightening. Today, we're diving deep into this ever-changing landscape, uncovering hidden facts that might make you laugh, scratch your head, or even inspire a rooftop garden in your neighborhood. So buckle up and get ready to enjoy a journey filled with unexpected twists, hilarious comparisons. Ever notice how climate change is like that unpredictable ex who just won't leave your inbox? And a wealth of fun, obscure facts that reframe our view of a warming world. Let's start by traveling back in time, yes, way back, into the ancient archives hidden in Antarctica's ice cores. These time capsules have recorded atmospheric conditions from eras when the world was both warmer and colder than today. It's like finding a handwritten letter from a distant relative, except the relative is our planet and the letter is full of temperature records. And while we're on the subject of surprises, consider this. Some regions are now enjoying longer growing seasons that open up opportunities for experimental crops and surprising new harvests. Imagine a farmer chuckling as his fields turn into an unexpected botanical art gallery, showcasing exotic fruits and heritage grains once thought impossible in his hometown. Even our oceans are playing their part. Warmer waters are inviting fish to explore new territories, sparking culinary experiments in coastal towns. Picture a local chef proudly announcing, "Today's special tropical fish from a normally temperate sea." It's almost as if the ocean decided to join the culinary revolution. Next thing you know, even the fish will be hosting cooking shows. And if you think nature stops at food and farming, think again. Unusual weather patterns have inspired art projects and festivals that celebrate nature's unpredictable beauty. Rainfall after a long drought can trigger a spontaneous explosion of wildflowers, turning barren fields into vibrant canvases. It's nature's version of a surprise party, complete with a rainbow after the rain. Nature's way of saying surprise. Moving from the wild expanses of nature to our concrete jungles, climate change is reshaping cities in the most creative ways. Urban heat islands, those pesky pockets of extra warmth in city centres, have sparked ingenious solutions. Across the globe, communities are transforming rooftops into lush gardens and erecting green walls that not only cool buildings but double as outdoor art installations. Imagine walking through a city and stumbling upon a vertical forest that looks like it was plucked straight out of a futuristic fairy tale. And while the concrete may be stubborn, it's no match for innovation when residents decide to plant urban orchards and edible landscapes in unexpected spaces. Cities have even inspired what might be the most refreshing innovation of all: cool corridors. These are stretches lined with reflective surfaces and an abundance of greenery, working like natural air conditioners. It's as if the city itself decided to install its own version of an ice-cold smoothie stand on a hot day. If only we could bottle that chill for our next summer. But it's not just about aesthetics or comfort. Shifts in rainfall and wind patterns are pushing designers to experiment with reflective pavements, kinetic sculptures powered by natural breezes, and even interactive water features that cool public spaces. Picture an urban plaza where every splash of water and every playful gust of wind is a carefully choreographed part of an ongoing performance. And, of course, these innovations come with a generous side of humor. A reminder that even in the face of rising temperatures, creativity can bloom in the most unexpected corners. Now, let's step into the heart of community life, where climate change has become a muse for festivals, folklore, and even culinary reinventions. In many parts of the world, warmer winters and earlier springs have given rise to vibrant celebrations. Imagine local first bloom festivals where communities gather to marvel at native wildflowers breaking free from the frost. It's like nature's very own red carpet event, only with more pollen and significantly fewer paparazzi. Across continents, traditional rainwater harvesting techniques and ancient irrigation canals are being revived, not just for practicality but as cultural touchstones that honor a time when people worked in harmony with nature. In some regions, the revival is so heartwarming that it inspires everything from rain dances to storytelling sessions, where elders recount legends of how the weather once danced to its own rhythm. And here's a joke for you. If the weather were a stand-up comedian, it would have a killer routine about being on cloud nine all the time. Art and architecture aren't far behind in this creative climate revolution. Experimental designs now feature buildings that bloom in the spring and fold in the summer, mimicking the natural rhythms of the environment. It's as if architects have taken a cue from Mother Nature herself, designing structures that are as dynamic as they are efficient. And speaking of efficiency, have you ever seen a building that's cooler than your air-conditioned car? Neither have we, but thanks to these innovative designs, that dream might just become a reality. Meanwhile, coastal communities are turning challenges into opportunities. With rising sea levels, some towns have embraced the concept of floating parks and living shorelines that not only mitigate erosion, but also become havens for local wildlife. It's almost poetic. As the tides rise, communities respond with art installations and eco-friendly seawalls that double as public sculptures. In these towns, the sea isn't a threat. It's a canvas waiting to be painted with creativity and resilience. Science has a funny way of uncovering unexpected gems, and climate change is no exception. As researchers study shifting weather patterns and evolving ecosystems, they're discovering that even the smallest changes can lead to delightful surprises. For instance, warmer air can hold more moisture, resulting in natural rainbows and atmospheric phenomena that are as fleeting as they are beautiful. Imagine looking up at the sky and thinking, wow, nature just dropped a 5-second masterpiece for free. In this world of serendipity, insect migration patterns are also on the move. Once rare butterflies are now fluttering through new territories, and migratory birds are shifting their nesting times, providing birdwatchers with extended front-row seats to nature's greatest hits. And speaking of hits, let's not forget that even insects can be unsung heroes. Some migratory insects are now discovered to be crucial pollinators for rare plant species. It's like the insect world is hosting its own flash mob, and you're invited to watch the spectacle. Even the most minute details reveal epic stories. Changes in temperature are altering the aroma of coffee and cocoa beans, giving rise to unique flavor profiles that gourmet enthusiasts celebrate. Picture a winemaker in a once unexpected region proudly declaring, "Our grapes are now so avant-garde, they need their own runway." And while that might sound like a punchline, it's a testament to the way climate change spurs creativity across all sectors, from food and drink to fashion and architecture. Researchers are also finding clues in ancient mosses and rediscovered medicinal plants, sparking scientific wonder and even inspiring modern remedies. In some polar regions, the gradual melting of ice has revealed ancient microbes, turning what might seem like a harbinger of doom into a fascinating peek into the past. And if that isn't enough to make you smile, consider this. Volcanic soil, enriched by climate-influenced eruptions, can spur bursts of vibrant plant growth that seem to defy expectations. It's nature's way of proving that even from chaos, beauty can emerge. sort of like your messy kitchen turning into a gourmet meal when you least expect it. As we journey through this fascinating landscape of climate change causes and consequences, one thing becomes clear. Our planet is not just a system of alarming statistics and dire predictions, it's a living, breathing mosaic of surprises, innovation, and yes, unexpected humor. From urban gardens that serve as community retreats to coastal towns transforming challenges into art, the narrative of climate change is evolving. It's no longer just doom and gloom, it's a dynamic story of adaptation, creativity, and a lot of light-hearted moments. Consider the playful spirit of communities hosting cloud-watching festivals, or those launching rain symphonies where the rhythm of falling droplets sets the tempo for local dance-offs. Even the rising sea levels have sparked ideas like amphibious architecture and floating farms that combine fish, vegetables, and renewable energy in ways that sound straight out of a sci-fi comedy. Check. And let's be honest, when was the last time you heard of a seawall that doubles as public art? It's like nature and design decided to have a jam session, and the result is nothing short of inspiring. Now, if you're still with me, and I hope you are because we've only scratched the surface, let me ask you this. Isn't it amazing how a world in flux can be both a challenge and an opportunity? Climate change may be rewriting the rules, but it's also spurring us to think outside the box, to rediscover ancient wisdom and to invent solutions that are as ingenious as they are humorous. After all, when life gives you rising temperatures, why not build a rooftop garden and throw a party? Speaking of parties, here's a quick joke for you. Why did the solar panel always bring snacks to the party? Because it knew how to absorb the energy. And if that didn't get a chuckle out of you, remember, our planet has plenty more surprises in store. In neighborhoods across the globe, climate-adaptive art installations are turning mundane streets into living galleries. Community gardens, climate labs, and even green alley projects are transforming urban landscapes into hubs of innovation and fun. It turns out that when you mix recycled materials, natural cooling techniques, and a dash of creative flair, you get a recipe for success that's as delightful as it is sustainable. Every step forward is a reminder that the unexpected is not something to fear, but to celebrate. Picture a city where every corner tells a story. A mural changes with the weather, a kinetic sculpture harnesses the breeze, and even wind chimes compose symphonies that rival the best rock bands. Yes, nature can rock too. It's a testament to human ingenuity and the boundless inspiration we draw from a world in constant change. Before we wrap up this journey, let me leave you with a few parting thoughts. The interplay of climate factors isn't just about rising temperatures or shifting ecosystems. It's about the creativity that emerges when challenges are met with humor, resilience, and innovation. It's about turning a potential crisis into a canvas for art, science, and community spirit. And if you ever feel overwhelmed by the news, just remember, even the rain can be a chance for a spontaneous street art session or a moment to appreciate a dazzling sunset. And now, as we conclude, I invite you to join this global movement of climate creativity. Share your thoughts, laugh at the absurdities, and get inspired to make your own little mark on this ever-changing world. Whether you're a seasoned environmentalist or someone who just loves a good, quirky fact, there's a place for you in this vibrant tapestry of change. Thank you for spending these moments with me. Let's keep our eyes on the skies, our feet on the ground, and our hearts open to the endless possibilities of a world that's as unpredictable as it is beautiful. After all, if climate change can inspire everything from ancient rain dances to futuristic floating farms, then surely we can find the humor and hope needed to build a brighter tomorrow. Remember, our planet's story is still being written, so why not be a part of the next chapter? Stay curious, stay inspired, and most importantly, keep laughing along the way. And for a final laugh, what did one rooftop garden say to the other? Leave me alone, I'm trying to chill. Thank you for joining me on this journey. Let's embrace the future with creativity, resilience, and a hearty dose of humor.